Thanks, everybody. I am kind of losing my voice. I'm sorry. I was choking on a Twizzler. My set tonight is about three of my favorite subjects, the three B's. The first B is I think I have this weird winter scent, and I'm pretty sure it's coming from my butthole. It only presents itself around the holidays, which is interesting. It's like as if my butthole knows about my childhood trauma. It comes around every single year, and the spring hits and I forget about it, you know? It's literally seasonal depression for my butthole. I am bipolar, so that's number 2. Shout out, Jeff. That's B number 2. I do experience a ton of depression, so it kind of makes sense that my butthole also gets sad. If you don't know much about bipolar, don't worry, it's a pretty complicated subject, but it's essentially just highs and lows. My brain, it takes a little bit longer, a little bit more difficult to regulate those fluctuations. Unlike all you fucking normies out there with your beautiful fucking brains and your stability, you fucking assholes. No, just kidding. Bipolar does look a little bit different on every person. For me, I have a ton of depression with like a smidge of mania. Yeah, whatever. I'm gonna skip that. I can't read my own goddamn handwriting. I'm on lithium, on that real shit, you know? So I recently, let's get on medications now. I recently tried Strattera, which is an ADHD medication. It's a non-stimulant, so it's not like Adderall. But an interesting side effect of Strattera is it inflames your prostate. So for some men, you can orgasm at any moment with a flaccid dick. Finally, right? Our prayers have been answered, right? We can now get ours without even touching our dicks. This is amazing. Praise God for science. Another interesting side effect of Strattera is, like with the inflamed prostate, is sometimes I will come before I orgasm. And it sounds like I'm saying, like, I'll come before you orgasm. That's not abnormal, that's a guarantee. What I'm saying is sometimes, and it's not pre-cum either, so here's a visual. Sometimes, whenever I come, whenever I orgasm, I will, like, semen will pour out of my dick, like 5 to 7 seconds before an orgasm. It doesn't shoot, it pours. Like gravy leaking out of a straw, but like a thick straw, like a juice lane straw. I'm also, so along with bipolar, I have a pretty gnarly case of IBS. It's inappropriate boner syndrome. That's your third B. I'm stepping all over this shit. Yeah, so I've just been kind of recollecting and thinking about all the strange places I've been getting boners. You can make it a Garth Brooks song, like, I've got boners in strange places. But I got a boner in the nursing home visiting my grandma. And I'm not horny for Nana, you know, that's not it. It was her roommate, Glinda. She reminds me of my old babysitter. And the way Glinda eats Jell-O, I got that childhood wood, you know? Another case of IBS, I woke up with a boner, and I was naked and alone in my girlfriend's bed, which wouldn't be that big of a deal, but then I rolled over and my boner laid on top of her 80-pound dog. Yeah. I'm not trying to fuck canines, but Lady Bird's fur was quite sensual. Like I didn't thrust or like wiggle around or anything, but I didn't exactly roll back over either, you know? kind of a gray area. So I'm obviously in therapy. I do a lot of different therapeutic modalities. One thing that I've been doing recently is did a weekend retreat for all men. It's like men go together, get vulnerable around a fire and talk about their feelings. And I really struggle with like connecting with men and like vulnerability with men. So it was a really healing weekend for me until, that's right, you guessed it, I got another boner. It's only inappropriate because I don't know like the meaning of this boner. Like if it would make sense if it were a gay boner, right? It's a all men's weekend getaway, right? Like it makes sense if that's a gay boner, but it wasn't a gay boner, so now I just have more questions for my therapist, you know? Thanks everybody.